Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're taking a look at a new Rogue-Lite called Inkbound. It's in early access. It released 2 days ago, and we're on update version 0.1.2. So presumably there is still a lot yet to come. The general premise of this game is that all of the stories of the known universe are potentially under attack. Basically, this great library has noticed some of its books becoming corrupted, and it's our job to go into the stories and fight that corruption back. There are a few different characters that you can play as, 3 unlocked initially out of the gate. I've been playing as Mosscloak. There is also the Weaver and the Magma Miner that you could start things off with, and the Obelisk and Clairvoyant that you can upgrade later on as you progress through the story. There is a social hub like you could see here, kind of akin to the Hades hub, where you had a bunch of NPCs that you wanted to talk to and a few things that could happen in between missions. We have similar things here. The difference is that other players are also occupying this space. The missions that we go on can be done in single player or a group of 4, and there is a public matchmaking thing where you can join those or group up with friends. And the game does get a lot more difficult with more players. Hopefully we'll be able to show that off in a future video.
You hear past, you knock.
I've been doing some of the quests around the hub, and this is kind of what the interaction with quest givers look like.
Well, that's no real surprise. Your presence is at least known now, but that does not mean that there is any more hope for the larger threat to us all.
By doing these quests, you unlock different passive things that you can use in a run. I'm going to be honest, I haven't focused too much on the questing itself, but by doing these, we can unlock different items to use in our run and add more RNG to our runs. Less to be expected. This is the collections tab. There's 10 pages of collections, and as you can see, I still have quite a lot to unlock. So this is a very early look at the game, and I gotta say, it's kind of a refreshing take on a roguelite to me. I'll show you why. As we load into the sea of ink, there are a few things we can interact with for a little bit extra currency, as well as the scribe who will get us on our way. We have a choice to make at the beginning. Do we want to visit the Carver 3 times? It's basically a quest that goes along with our particular run. Now, I've already killed this boss, so I'm going to focus on a different one for today. Apply spiked or dodge at least 40 times. This one seems easy. Visit the Carver 3 times. That's the shop. So I've basically picked my final boss for this run if we're able to get there. And then I progress forward a little bit more. Call forth a vestige. These are passive bonuses that we can equip down here on the right bar. On your turn, restore 1 HP. That can allow us to be relatively healthy over the course of the run. If I ever want to get rid of this, or if my slots are full, I can just click and drag that out. I, however, cannot sell this. In a multiplayer setting, though, another player would be able to come along and pick this up. So there is a bit of trading. Then, on the purple spike, I get to pick yet another upgrade. This is an augment for a binding. Bindings are my abilities down here at the bottom left. We have a throw with a kind of ninja star. We have a dash through enemies, and then a flurry of ranged attacks. So I can increase the range, inflict poison, or inflict poison with a different ability. I'll try this one. We can spam it out quite a lot. We might be able to get some good damage over time onto bosses. Now, the game starts after this choice. We now pick the specifics of the biome that we're going into. For instance, the garden, the Venge Wood, or the Proving Grounds. And this is basically the arenas and pathways that our run is going to take place on. I'm going to do the Garden's Edge. No real reason. I don't know if I've ever seen it. We'll see something new. So, as we get going, we can go to the Tarnished Vault or the Quilling Cage. Quillings are basically the currency of this. We have 159 right now. I probably don't need any more immediately, so let's try to do the vault. We have opened up this path, and now we'll be able to start combat. And this is where this game varies a lot from many of the other roguelites that I've played. Above my character, you can see a red 3 and a 0 that is blue. The 0 indicates the willpower, or basically action points. If you've ever played D&D, you only have so many actions you can do per turn. This is very, very similar. I have 4 actions that I can do. My abilities all cost 1 right now, although that can be changed. And moving at these distances also costs an action. You could see these different circles emanating from me, and basically each ring, I left the center ring. This is 1 action. This ring is another action. This ring would be another action. But one little cheeky thing you can do is do these little side steps inside of your starting ring. And as you can see, I'm still moving, but the willpower cost is not going up. Second thing I want to bring your attention to are these circles on the ground. These are AoEs around these 2 little melee enemies here. If I stand in the center, you can see they both highlight pink. If I move out, you can see they go back to a dimmer purple. More importantly, I can avoid all of this damage by simply stepping out of that area of influence. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We could still do a lot with the time that we have. I moved a little. I'm going to shift again. Throw 1 more of our shuriken that way. Grab that power node, and I think I could have done that a little better. But I will just make my way out of all of these damaging circles. At the same time, we applied a little bit of poison to these guys as well, although it does look like this person healed a little bit. Now we want to deal as much damage as we can. So I'm going to send a shuriken forward here and make my way closer towards this orb on the ground. This is a power orb. It's basically going to do a lot of really good things for me. Number 1, if I click on it, it's going to give me 1 more willpower back, so I can perform 1 more action, which I'm going to dash through these guys to collect some shuriken to then spend on my flurry to one-shot them. The other thing that power node is going to do is lower the cooldown of my abilities. So as you can see here, that dash and the flurry both have a 1-turn cooldown. However, if I was to step to the left, throw this, step to the left, grab the power node, you could see that those cooldowns go down for 1 turn. So I can basically use them again right away. So it's kind of a thinking man's roguelike. On your first turn, gave 5 stacks of evasive. Gains 1 magic power for each binding knot on cooldown, or we can get crit chance and crit damage increase. I will do that. If you hold Z, you can see a breakdown of all of your stats for this run so far. If you mouse over any of these, you can also learn a little bit more about them. And basically, as we clear each area, we're going to be provided with upgrades just like this to keep our run going. I got another stack of poison on my shuriken. I hope I've explained this well enough. Let's get into the flow of the game now and try to move a little bit faster. We can get a new binding here. Deal 10 damage in a moderate area around you. Inflict 30 stacks of poison. I might go for this cultivate. So this is going to allow me to plant a flower that will build up willpower energy over time. I'm going to do the Tarnished Vault again because I want to get as many of these passive bonuses early in the run as I can. And we'll click on these things as we go. Starting combat, we see an enemy immediately to our right. He's going to be dashing towards me. Obviously, I don't want that. I'm going to dash into this chest, which is essentially a treasure goblin that will try to leave the area somewhat soon. He has fallen back. Let me shift up a little bit. I'm going to throw this right to cleave into him. Shift up a little bit, not too far. Throw this right. Grab the power orb. Can I kill this with a flurry? I can. So we'll send that way. And then I have 2 energy. I can cleave the majority of these guys with that 2 energy. And I think that's exactly what I'll do. Now, I haven't planted my cultivate yet, and that is bad. I should do that. But we were up against the clock to take down that chest before he left. Now, if you could see any lines directed at my character, like this little guy over here, he's going to hit me no matter what. I can move out of all of these AoE effects. I can go to this side of the area if I wanted to. But this little slugger is going to come and try to beat me up no matter where I go. Let me move to the edge of my movement here, and I'm going to try to focus some damage into the boss. I'm going to grab the power orb behind us and dash through so I can throw a flurry of shurikens back in his direction. And that's going to end my turn. 14 poison stacks on this guy. Now, the way the damage over time works is a little weird. They get to perform their action prior... Oh, is that guy still full health? I can dash in and shuriken. Yeah, I don't think it'll kill him. They get to do their action prior to the damage over time happening. So if you have someone that has a direct line connected to you that's going to come attack you soon, he's going to come attack you. There's really not too much you could do about that. On your first turn, gain 5 stacks of evasive. This does come along with some critical damage, and we have increased critical hit chance from this. So that does seem good. On your turn, there's a 35% chance that you'll gain 1 will. That doesn't seem bad either, but we will get that crit damage and physical power. If you hover over any of these abilities, you'll see that physical power is the type of attack that each of these are. However, because we've augmented our throw with poison, poison also scales with magic damage. So if I can get some of that, it just means our poison's going to hit harder. Ooh, on pickup, gain a 3 shield. That seems really good. The increased dash range also seems really good, though. I often use my 2 ability to move around. Now, this is a cool choice. Within the ruins, your quill senses forgotten power for you to harness, or gain a free binding augment in the capability of purchasing another. A respite from the unraveled, this patch of peace is home to the gardener. I don't know who the gardener is, but I want to make sure that I get good augments right now, so that's what I'm going to pick. These purchases, the one for free is obviously free, but the other one is going to cost us 250 of our quillings, which is, we have 406 up here at the top left. So spending those now seems like a no-brainer to me. On pickup, gain 1 stack of evasive. That seems fun, so we can dodge an attack that turn. On pickup, gain 1 will. It's already making will. Plus 20% crit chance, though. Yeah, we're going to go with that one. So basically, we have 3 mods on our throw. It's poisoning and now doing some extra crit stuff. I'm also going to go for the superior vault here. This is a more difficult encounter, but I think we have what it takes. So I've been kind of telling my friends that this is more of a thinking man's roguelike than any other one that I've played before. Because it's not about reaction speed, it's about setting yourself up for success. So I'm going to dash over here and use my shuriken to finish off 2 of the 3 targets. These guys are just doing AoEs around them, and then we will end our turn. As you add more players to the equation, it does get a bit more complex. So let's start to go this way. I didn't mean to grab that power orb there. I think I could have shifted a bit further. Let me dash here and we'll put our seed down. And I will try to use our flurry to finish off these last 2 targets. If I grab the power node, I can attack and that will remove some damage. But there's nothing I can do to mitigate the next 7 coming my way. Actually, it looked a little bit more than 7 there. So things are looking pretty spicy. Let me go ahead and dash left. Now that I'm over here, we can throw some shurikens through this to kill off a few targets. Grab that power node, and I guess I'll shuriken 1 more time to the right, or throw. I should say throw, because shurikens are in a completely independent stacking thing that are different. Let's dash up. This will be a flurry through these guys. I'm going to move down towards the power node. Unfortunately, I can't attack, so I'll just grab the power node. We can attack right. I'm going to do that and step. Do that and step. Then grab our cultivated plant, which gives me 4 energy back. Notice that does not reduce our cooldowns. It just gives me that energy. And this guy's a little bit too far for me, I think. No, we could sneak in one more piece of damage. Now, he has roughed me up a little bit, but we do have a little bit of healing in our setup as well to help us out. Inflict 1 bleed every time you hit an enemy on your first turn. If you are above half HP, gain physical power until the end of combat. Or, I like this one a lot. Unstable circuitry. On losing a shield to damage, smite all enemies for 50 magic damage. We're going to lose that shield. It's going to happen. Now, I don't think that I'm going to get the HP here. I'm going to re-roll this, and the magic power would be good. Is poison damage better? Poison damage feeds directly into what we're doing. I do think that magic power would do the same thing. But this, I don't know. I don't know, actually. If you have some insights into that, I'm not sure if I did the right thing. This is cool. If we can get this set up, it means I can throw more of these down because it'll have a lesser cooldown. It'll have a 5-turn cooldown. However, I think quick dash is actually better. On use, reset the cooldown once per turn, right? Once per turn. So I can dash twice. Every time I dash, it's giving me a shuriken to send out in the flurry ability as well. We have our final ability. I think I'm going to re-roll one more time. This is my re-roll currency here. I have plenty of it. Oh, we could grab a heal. Interesting. I wonder if that's any good. I've never taken the heal before. We don't have a ton of quillings, so I would like an opportunity to make a powerful choice. Yes, I guess I will. I guess I will do that. What does the powerful choice entail? Okay. Through the sea, you peek upon 2 young and vaguely familiar binders, arguing over the best way to achieve the binding they have been tasked to perform. One for brevity and one for specificity. In front of them, the unfortunate target of their practice. Do you take side in their argument? Be brief. Random uncommon augments for 3 bindings. Meet in the middle. 1 random rare augment. Or be as detailed and precise as possible. 3 random uncommon augments for a binding. For a single binding. I'm interested in that. Did we get them? They all went to our heal. So we have a more HP restored, target gains a shield, and it has a lesser cooldown, so we can heal more often. Very, very interesting. So we've maxed out one of our abilities in that single social encounter. Now, this is a pretty difficult boss, I think. Let's see if we can get a win here. I'm going to move close to this little guy and hope that I can cleave them both with a shuriken forward, and that's exactly what I can do. Now, as I step closer to the top, I'm going to attack once, step again, grab this power node, and then get out of that AoE, and I'll go ahead and put my plant down so it can start to grow. So we moved out of all of the damage. This guy, on turn start, Nim's allies gain attack. On defeating one of Nim's allies, Nim gains attack. Does that mess up his AoE if I kill his allies? No, it doesn't look like it did. Okay, well, let's start to put some damage into this guy. I'm going to dash forward. We can then use it for free to dash back. At least I thought. No, we're out of range of the power node now. I don't know why that didn't work, but that's okay. I think our shield has been holding throughout every turn, so we don't have a ton to be worried about. Let me attack, grab this, dash through, attack, attack. One more attack, grab the power node, attack again. We dodged that attack, no problem. Now we have little rollies coming in yet again. I'm going to make a big move. By the way, you can move the camera with shift, although I think it is pretty clunky. And it can be very difficult to see enemies underneath a boss like this. Also, it's worth mentioning that I do a lot of my moving with mouse pointers, but you could use WASD to get around if you wanted. Okay, I took him down without moving too far. He is going to AoE me here, which is going to hit my shield. Let me heal myself before the end of this turn. We'll go up and get a bit more of a shield. So he only took 1 damage. He literally didn't even break us. That's excellent. This has been here for a while. It's going to disappear in 2 turns. We want to grab it next turn. So I'm going to dash through, hit him in the back. We are at 5 shurikens, so let's use the flurry. He is immune to bindings and damage until next turn. Well, that's fine with me. I'm going to lower my cooldowns by 1 and then plant another plant over on the right. And we'll just go ahead and end my turn there, because even if I attacked, that would not do anything. Let's dash right to get another shuriken. Try to hit both of these guys. Perfectly done. Then I'm going to grab that power node, move north just a little bit, stay within my free movement range. 2 attacks, grab the cultivated plant that gives us 6 more willpower. And I'm just going to keep throwing these directly at the boss, stacking up poison each time we do it. That ends my turn. Once again, our shield's not even affected by that. We have another power node next to us. I'm going to dash through. Dash again. Grab the power node. Unleash with a flurry of shuriken. And then just try to left-click this guy down. I'm going to grab the plant for some more willpower. Maybe we can end it here. Yes, indeed, we can. Oh, here we go. Deal 24 damage, inflict 15 stacks of poison. On critting, inflict 15 more stacks of poison with a plus 20% crit chance. We also have a plus 20% crit chance already on our throw, and another increase of 3% here. So we're at a 43 baseline crit chance with this, plus whatever it comes with normally. Now, this is an ascension option, so we got lucky that it was for an ability that we've already maxed. We could have gotten it for something else. We've been leaning into the poison already. I'm going to try to keep that lean going. On pickup, physical bindings gain a 1 cost discount. That means I would be able to use everything in my kit for free the turn we pick up our mana. That seems very good. All right, and that's basically cleared the first biome. That's our first checkpoint. There's going to be 1 more biome ahead ahead of us, and let's get more poison damage here. And we get to pick the next area too. So just like we picked the old place, let's go to the Proven Grounds this time. Now on the next difficulty up, each of these areas is also going to have a negative effect, so a challenge associated with it. So that would add a little more choice to it, make it a little more important. We have 2 of our potions already. Click to reduce all cooldowns by 3. This one's probably better. Consume, gain 8 ability power, lasts until the end of turn. I don't know. They both seem fine. I should be using these more often. I'm going to take the Superior Vault again because we still have a couple of our passive augments over here that I want to build up. And there are fishing spots, by the way, just like Hades. I don't know if I've passed one already. It's just a glowy spot inside of the water. I'm sure if I did, it's already been mentioned in the video comments. Okay, now this is actually getting way more difficult already. I'm going to dash to the top and just try to take down these little friends here before they deal direct damage to me. That poison will kill it, but that doesn't matter because he's still going to attack me before then. Hopefully with our shielding... Oh, my evasive dodges actually keeping me safe there for quite some time. Now, the reason these target dummies are scary enemies is because as you hit them, they gain more and more damage until they die. So, that's pretty terrifying. Let me dash through this one. I'm going to aim for the smaller bats again. That poison should kill it on its turn. If I dash again, I can then power node and... Oh, if I can get the angle. I can kill off both of these bats. I don't know if I'll be able to get the angle, though. It's close, bro. It's real close. I could grab the plant and then potentially do something. All right, I'll just get poison on him for now. Inflict poison level 2, quest completed. I am at 5 shurikens, so I do need to use them. And it does look like that poison is pretty effective, to its credit. To its credit, that looks pretty good. Okay, we're going to dash. No, we're not. We're going to flurry. Then we're going to dash. Then we're going to dash back. We're going to grab the power orb and then start to send some damage this way. I'm also going to... Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, shit. I thought I could get that plant there. So we're about to take 11 damage. Does a hex reduce damage? Let's find out. Hex does not reduce damage. Oh, it would have given me a damage increase. Oh, no. Now, when the shield breaks, we are going to smite everybody for that increased damage. So that is worth mentioning. So there we go. That wasn't terrible. We have taken a lot of damage, though. We're going to have to figure that out pretty quick. I'm going to do a small move down to the left a little bit just so I can hit both of these guys. We're at 5 shuriken again, so let me start to send those downrange. I'm going to get close enough to this that we can grab it for sure. And then I'm going to dash towards my plant, which is going to give us 4 more energy on top of that. As we dash forward, we build up shurikens again for the flurry. And I'll do my best to take these guys down with what we have, although it's not going to be enough. That poison is huge, though, so they'll die on their turn. Woo! Dot builds are kind of sketchy, bro. They're kind of sketchy. Do we take the heal here? I still don't think so. I'm not going to reroll, though. Ability power increases everything, if I'm not mistaken. Your damage from all sources is increased by 10% per point. So we'll get that. That'll help out everything. On your first turn, if you're above half health, Spike Bones is like for a Thorns build. This is for a Bleed build. Let me reroll that. Restore 1 HP. Oh, on combat end, drop a random potion. That sounds really fun. And we will... This could be good. On passing through enemies, gain a shield. I think that could be really fun. Gain a free binding augment and the ability to purchase another. We don't have enough. Within these ruins, your quill senses a forgotten power or a powerful choice. I think that means we can power up an ability. Although I might be wrong. We did one of these earlier. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Oh, it was this. Oh, crap. A quill light in the darkness of the sea of ink and the scattered stories within. The quill zips between the stories, looking for its binder counterpart. But the zipping becomes a crawl, and a little light shows signs of discouragement. Perhaps some reminder of their binder could help them to rediscover their drive. Gain 25 HP and despair. That sounds horrible. All of these sound not great, to be honest. I could give all of my money away to get full health. I could gain 25 HP but then take more damage. Or I can give 2 of my glyphs away to then get some maximum HP. Those are my rerolls. I guess that's the... Was that max HP or just HP? I guess that was the worst of them. Or the lesser of the evils. We can get those back by going after this hard combat encounter, but I'm going to take it easy here and try to heal myself up with the abilities that we have. If I use this early on in a... Oh, that's scary. Wow, this is plenty hard enough for me. If I use this now, it'll go on cooldown. Let me try to put this up here where I want to go. And I'm going to dash through these guys, do a small step. And we have 3 shuriken now, so I guess I'll save it. And just do a normal attack. 34 poison per attack is really good. Yeah, that was 300 damage on that guy. That's really good. We are starting to get Wait. Was that because my shield broke too? Or was that just poison damage? If that was just poison damage, bro. We could do a dash. Hit here. Grab my plant early. Poison again. then dash this way. Poison again, power node, poison again, power node, dash, poison this way now, making sure we still hit both. And then I'm going to move. I thought I was going to have one more dash. It looks like that was not the case. We have 5 shurikens, so let's send our... We're not going to take any damage, right? No, we have 7 shields. So let's send the flurry down range and call it a turn. That's kind of getting satisfying. Wait, did the big guy die? You weren't supposed to die already, big man. Okay, we're going to move here for 1 AP. Attack both bats. Hit the power node. Attack both. Oh, we might be able to hit all 3. We can. And then I'm just going to take a small step back and then try to flurry to kill those guys off. I thought I was out of this AoE, but we're going to take 1 damage. This should be our last turn. He is coming in for some direct damage. Let me heal. So that was max HP that I bought for those rerolls. So that's a little bit better. I am not within range of the power orb, so that wasn't very efficient. We could double dash here for some extra shuriken and then let the flurry fly. For more poison damage! Although crit chance may have actually been better there. -1 cooldown or inflicts 2 stacks of poison per hit. This is our flurry. Now we're combining poison on different abilities as we continue through. Woo! Restore 10 HP to an ally on being hit. Reduce the cooldown of Quick Mend by 1. I don't think I need to use it that often. Let me just get the 10 increase. And I will go to the shop this time so you guys can see it at least once. At the shop, we could buy a health increase for 75 of our currency. Or we could go over here to this passive area. All bindings have +2 cooldown. On use, bindings reduce cooldown by 1. I used this in an earlier run and it was so fun. I'm going to try it again. If I don't like this, if it seems like it's not jiving with us, all we have to do is drop it. And I just miss out on some money. But it's going to make it so everything we do has a longer cooldown. But as we do an action, it's going to reduce the cooldown of everything. You know what that also includes, right? Because I do. Let's see, as we start here, there is a chest above us, 3 target dummies, and a couple ghosts. I'm going to start by planting the seed. I'm then going to dash for free to hopefully lower the cooldown. Grab a power orb to hopefully lower the cooldown. And then I'm going to dash onto the plant this way. Flurry back through these enemies to apply some poison. Then we can use our 1 for free. And that's our turn. Potentially I could pick this up. I don't think we will. We're not going to take any damage. Our shield protected us. That's a lot of dudes, though. That poison does finish them off as well. Okay, so I don't think I can kill the chest. I'm just going to be realistic with you. What I can do is dash here, put another plant down, dash here, flurry, and then, oh, my plan was then to step out. Oh, shit. Yep, we're going to take damage. We can heal it back. I'm not super worried about it. The change to my priority of skills, I think, is messing with me a little bit. This is a lot of fucking damage. We got to start doing something. Okay, I'm going to hit here. Can I hit 2 anywhere if I tried? I can. So I'm going to hit these 2. Dash. Hit these 2. Dash. Oh, I couldn't move out. That's going to be a lot of damage. Okay, we'll just deal with it. Now, this goop that's closing in from the outside, it is only going to hurt me if I end my turn on it or cast an ability on top of it. So if I stood here to cast, notice it's glowing. If we just step out just a tiny bit, we should be chilling. I'm going to start this turn off with a heal. We are going to shuriken. We're going to flurry. No, I can't do either. I'm going to take a small step up and throw this way. Grab the power node. Dash this way. Grab I don't need that power node yet. Let's flurry where we can get the most kills. Our angles aren't very good, to be honest with you. Okay, we're going to attack. Grab the power node. Attack again. Grab my cultivated plant. That's 5 energy now. Heal myself back up. This guy is going to die on his turn. Let me grab this plant too. That's 7 energy. Then I'll take care of the caster. Let me do a small step so I can hopefully cleave. He dodged the first one. That's okay. He won't dodge this one, or he will. No, we're just out of range. Move north. Here we go. So they'll die to poison. This guy's dead. Dash this way. Put another plant down. Throw left. Flurry left. Throw left. No, heal. Throw left. Dash. And then can I dash back? It doesn't matter. So we'll dash here. Okay, we're going to take 1 damage. That's okay. That will trigger our unstable circuitry to deal damage to everything that doesn't die straight out from the poison. And it looks as though, let me grab that power node, dash. It looks as though we may have done it. Dash through, get the node. Then I'd really like to attack back this way. We have 2 shuriken. That's not enough. I'll step out for 1 AP. Shuriken back in, attack back in. He's going to AoE, die from poison. Woo! Okay. Okay. I need to use these potions more. If it wasn't apparent from the beginning, I am still very new to this game. On consuming an item, grant ability power. More reason to use our potions. We have to use them. On your turn, gain 1 shuriken. On pickup, gain critical charge on a random binding. This would just mean I can use flurry more often. That sounds fun. And it looks like we have a required shop next. Does that mean that this is the final boss? It might mean that. We're getting close. On being hit, deals 97 physical damage to the attacker. What? Let's go ahead and drop my tiny heart. We'll get the thorns. That sounds hilarious. And that's all I can afford. The boss battle looms ahead of us. This guy's hard. I think we could beat him. So I have to stay on top of ads constantly, which is a little hard, considering I can't just spam out my throw. I'm going to dash here, grab this, and then just walk out. Is this last until end of turn? Until end of turn, on hitting, inflicts 2 stacks of frostburn and 5 stacks of regular burn. Okay, let's put a plant down. I'm going to dash back towards the boss now, if I can. I want to hit both of these guys, ideally. So he's marked. I'm still in that AoE. Let me just reposition a little. We're safe here. And the shuriken throw begins again. We'll send a flurry downrange too, just for some extra poison. I actually think we're going to be really good at boss fights because that poison damage is stacking up so fast. I'm very close to boss, so let's use the elemental ale. And this will also give us more ability power. Let's just chunk into this dude. Dash. We could dash again if we want. I think they're both in range. Let me shuriken, plant, shuriken. Oh, I can't. We'll flurry. Plant, shuriken, plant, shuriken, dash, It keeps saying shuriken when I mean throw. I'm sorry. I know that's probably confusing. There is a shuriken mechanic with this character, and I should stop doing that. We'll break that habit right now. He hit 50% HP, so we can't damage him anymore. I'll go ahead and lay down that future mana plant for me there. I'll give myself a little healing as well just to top us off. And then we're going to keep going. We're dashing through for another shuriken. We're going to dash through one more time just so we can get 5. Unleash with the flurry and then attack. That'll be this turn. We do have multiple ads starting to show up, but I think my best bet is just going to be continuing to focus as much as I can on boss. I'm going to plant another little seed next to our other one. Move left a tiny bit. Shuriken throw both of these guys. Move left a tiny bit. We can flurry. And then dash out. And that brought me out of range perfectly! Okay, bud. He just took a buttload of poison damage again. We're going to dash back in. Grab this. Power charge. Oh, I didn't mean to move there. That's one thing I really like about this game. You could test your movement before locking anything in. I don't think I made that clear enough at the start of the game either. Power orb. Throw. Plant. Dash. Plant. Dash. Oh, I can't dash back. We can flurry back. And that's a dead boss. Create a mushroom that grants 1 ability power for each turn it's on the ground. Create a flower that grants 2 will for each turn that it's on the ground. Creates 2 will for each turn it's on the ground and just doubled the effectiveness of that plant. On pickup, magic bindings get a 1 cost reduction. Oh, we can make it so our flurry is free. And now we go back to the Ink Sea. Now, I believe what lies ahead is a single final boss fight. Let's see if we can beat it. I'm actually really proud of myself for getting this far. I'm not going to lie. This could have gone either direction. So we got to beat up this chest. The chest is each turn increases attack and shield of all enemies and then creates a new minion. So we don't want too many of these guys just free casting. That seems pretty apparent. Let me go ahead and put a flower down behind him. Requires target. Oh, I have a smaller circle. Never mind. Well, let's get out of this AoE first. Let me dash left. We'll shuriken throw this way. We have 3 shuriken. I just did it again. We'll send it. Grab the power orb. Drop the flower. And then I'm just going to spend the rest of our stuff right here, I think. Yeah, no reason to get too complicated. We don't know what kind of ads he's summoning in. Oh, it's these bad boys. Okay, that is kind of a problem. I'm going to try to focus boss over everything else, so let me dash in. We can get it. This guy will die to poison. So let's just cleave the other one across from us. We can make it so that cleave hits pretty reliably. Let me grab the power thing. We'll keep applying as much poison as we can here. We just got another level up for it. Flurry is out. Let's hit boss and this ad if we can. Notice how important my positioning is. Like, it's way more important than your reaction time in this game. And I'm going to plant another flower here. That was a lot of damage. That was a lot. That was a lot. Let's dash left through these guys. Closer to that other flower. I'm going to then flurry through them. That'll kill off the first one. I can cleave, potentially, into both of these guys. But we get 6 willpower from that plant, so let's make sure we use it. Here's a cleave. I'm going to have to dash in. Make sure I pass over both. I'll grab this plant while I'm here. Shuriken throw back. Small step. Flurry. Small step. New plant. Dash. Small step this way. Dash through. And then I can continue to attack back into him. If I'm able. I kind of do want to take damage at this point because we're going to deal damage back and our capacity is kind of ridiculous. We have another flurry, another throw, another dash, another throw, another pickup, another throw, another dash, another flurry, another new flower, another throw. And this is why I like this cooldown reduction one. It does totally change my brain in the way I have to process everything. But as I hope you could tell, if you get the right setup for it, I'm going to pick up that flower and this flower just right away. I'm going to use that energy this turn. We're dashing through. Let me dash. Small reposition. Throw back through. Flurry back through. That's 370 poison. This guy is dead. Do I have to kill the ad still? Okay, I was worried about that, but at least they're not getting any more damage. That's really good. Here's a heal for me. A new flower for me. Right there. I'm going to dash in. Flurry for free. And then hit this guy in the back. And that's the best I got. Okay, we're going to drink this potion. It's going to reduce my cooldowns. I could put another plant down. I'm going to dash through both of these guys to reach one of these plants. That's 4 will there. We will flurry back through. Throw. Dash forward slightly. Throw. Pick up the plant. Flurry back. Throw. Dash forward. Throw. Plant. Flurry. Throw. Pick up a power node. Throw. Pick up a power node. Throw. Dash. Can't dash again. Does poison kill him? It will, 100%. Flurry, pick up my flower, throw again, dash again, throw again. Ah, I'm unstoppable. Bindings have +2 cooldowns on... Wait, another level of that? Yeah, I'll take that. Wait, isn't this the end of the run? I didn't think I was doing anymore. Does it continue? On pickup magical bindings, gain a 1 cost discount. Sure. Heal and spend our rewards. Maybe it does continue. $37. I can't do that. This is the final boss, the Nightmare Raven. Right? Okay, well, I'm glad I'm leaving that last one at full HP. Oh, there's a cutscene and everything. Well, what do? On defeat, create a temporary cleansing shroom, which can cleanse cinderpox. I don't know what a cinderpox is. These guys have a lot of HP. I'm going to dash through, try to start stacking up poison relatively early. Going to use our flurry for that as well. And before this turn ends, I'm going to plant a flower way over here. So I do have Cinderpox on me right now. I take 1 damage per turn per stack. So I'm taking 2 damage right now. We have a pretty good setup here, I think. Let me dash to boss. I have 3 shuriken right now. That's not enough. I'm then going to dash to this guy. Unload some throws into him. And I'm going to save my shuriken for next turn. So I'm going to plant another flower here. I'm going to throw again. No, I'm going to heal. Oh, wait, are we full? No, we're not. Okay. So my shield will help mitigate a little bit of that. We have 4 things of Cinderpox now. We have 9 things. Cleansing Shroom. I just used it. My Cinderpox are cleared. Perfect. Now let me dash... Hold on, shift, dash behind boss if I can. We're out of the AoE. Now we're just going to pump as much poison into this guy as we can. I'm going to pick up that willpower. I'm going to pick up this willpower. We're in the AoE currently. I think that's fine. We'll slowly move out. Here's my flurry, because we're at 5 shuriken. Dash. Throw. New plant. Throw. Dash. Throw. Power node would be good. I'm going for it. That gave me some cooldown reduction. I'm gonna heal. Dash. Throw. We're taking 1 damage from the AoE. I've moved out. We have 3 shuriken, so I'm gonna plant another flower. Dash for our 4th shuriken. Throw. I'm gonna flurry. Throw. New plant. Throw. Last AP. I guess I'll flurry. Okay, we've stacked up 236 poison on this guy. I think I had one more action there, unfortunately. Okay, he is immune to damage this turn, so we're just going to play very evasive. We're going to dash through, try to avoid that damage. I'm going to heal just to lower my cooldown. And I'm going to drop another plant underneath him. I think this plant combo, by the way, is what's carrying our run. Why are you in the air? It looks like I have been hit with this as well. Oh, there's new ads. Okay. So we'll jump back this way. We'll walk it back. Dash. Small step, dash. Pick up my flowers. That's 8 willpower, 6 willpower, 6 willpower. And then, is the boss unfucking targetable? Uh-oh. Well, I can kill you real good. Come here. Dash. At least I think I can. Let me get as many new flowers down as I can. That's the real goal of all this cooldown reduction, is to plant flowers. Specifically right here next to this guy. Because I need them for when the boss falls. So I'm just gonna lay down as many of these as humanly possible. Literally right here. Our cooldown reduction is incredible. I've never seen anything like this. Looks like 1 more flower. That is incredible. That is so strong. All right, we'll see if we take any damage. 8,000 poison damage done to that target in a single turn. Hold on. All of these are going to give me 4. We're back up to 20 willpower on this turn. Let me grab this. I'm going to dash here. That poison looks bad. I'm still going to do it. Going to grab that power node. Dash behind the boss. Now we're at 5 shuriken. We'll flurry onto that guy. Am I highlighting in that? Is this on? Okay, it looks like it is. So I'm going to move over here. New flower. Throw. Flurry. Throw. Dash. New flower. Throw. Dash. Throw. Flurry. New flower. I'm running out of spots here. We could also click on this to remove our damage over time. Now we're not going to take anything from this guy standing here because our shield is already strong enough. Flurry, throw, dash, new plant. Throw, dash, flurry, throw, new plant. 13 more mana. Bro. I could just pick this all up right now, and that would be beneficial. Flurry, throw, dash, plant. Throw, flurry, throw, dash, flurry, new plant. Throw, flurry, throw, dash, new plant. Wow. Okay, I will end that turn. I could have flurried as well. All of that poison was enough to chunk this entire HP bar. Is he still in play? It looks like it. We're going to start off with a flurry. Yes, we're still dealing damage, right? Yes, we are. So I'm going to pick up that flower and this flower and this flower and this flower and this flower and that flower and that flower and that flower. We have 35 ability power. Keep sending it. New plant. We are going to take 4 damage if we stay here. I think I will be able to outpace that. New flower. Throw. dash, throw, flurry, throw, new plant, throw. Is this exciting? I suppose we have to ask the real question. Is this big brain shit actually fun to watch? Because I feel like I've completely broken the game. And that's a good feeling. But I also don't feel like I haven't moved away from the boss even a little bit to see anything. Flurry, throw, dash, new plant, 10 more mana left. You know what's fucked up is I think I could kill this guy without ending my turn because we've generated so much extra mana on the ground. I don't know if that's actually true though. Dash for an extra shuriken, throw, flurry, new plant, dash, throw, flurry, throw, new plant. What's cool too is every time I dash, I generate a bigger shield for my character too, I think. I think we have that upgrade. We do. So all of that damage this guy just did, I didn't take, and then the poison killed him. And then the poison took him down. Claim rewards. Oh, okay. Well, that's a victory. That's what a loop looks like. Clocked in just under an hour. Like I said, excuse me. This game is 4-player co-op, or you could play solo. This guy is super fun. I love the ninja style. But the other two characters seem pretty good as well. There is a battle pass, which I don't know how I feel about. But I've only been playing maybe 3 hours, and I'm almost a fifth of the way through. So it doesn't seem like it's that much of a time commitment. But I know people feel strongly about battle passes. Well, that's basically the loop. You then get returned back to the library here where you can turn in more quests and continue your campaign. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you think this game looks interesting, I would love to hear your thoughts down below as well. Take care, guys. I'll see you again very soon.